Today I'm actually adding more coolant to my car. For people who drive Range Rover or Land Rover, they have a specific coolant that they need. You cannot put any universal one because the one that's made for them works much better and it keeps the engine cool. So I went to the AutoZone and got myself a Peaks Pink antifreeze and coolant. This is already diluted 50 to 50. So I'll show you where the coolant level is at right now. So this is a 3.6 V6 with supercharged, and this is the coolant. Where's the reader? So this right here is the max point, that one is the minimum point, and as you see the coolant is way below minimum. It's around half empty. So this is the coolant reservoir. This is where you open. Quick tip, if you just drove and you're about to put the coolant in, do not put it in while the engine is still warm. Let it cool down for at least 2-3 hours. That's when the engine is fully cooled. So that's when you can open the coolant cap off of the engine. So I let the car rest for 2 hours now. So I'm gonna put this in now. So it actually shows you the warning sign. Do not put the coolant in if the engine is still warm and the coolant is still warm. And this is showing that the coolant is leveled, cooled off, and it's okay to open the cap. So I'll put that right there. And a tip when you're putting the coolant in, a tip when pulling a coolant in is never do this, because it will gag the flow of the coolant. Always put it sideways. This will let the airflow minimize gagging, any type of gulking. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I learned that the hard way. The first time I did it, it was I didn't know much about putting coolant in your car, and I actually ended up spilling some of it on the frame of the car. So always put it sideways. As you see, there's no gulking or anything. It's going in a smooth stream. So always check where your coolant's at. I think I am at the maximum, but I'm going to put more. So I think that is in the max. So as you see, the coolant is leveled off. It's at the maximum point where you see it. I can just feel it in there. If my hand is going at least this much deep, then it's right at the line. So I'm gonna close it off. And when you hear the click, that means it's fully closed. And always wipe off the excess coolant that you spilled. So I got a rag right here. I'm gonna go over it. Try to get everything so the coolant doesn't you know, dry up, because it's gonna, I think, leave like a oily residue. Not oily, but you know what I mean. Alright, so I'm gonna start the car, let the coolant cycle through, the new coolant. As you see, there's the coolant level. I actually need to get an oil change too, so sometimes when your coolant is low, that signal shows up, but that right now is not for the coolant, it's actually for the oil change. I need to get it changed soon, so yeah, that's how you change the coolant. So I'm just letting it cycle through. So let it run, let the coolant stay there for a little bit, warm up so the engine can take in it. And yeah, that's how you add more coolant. I hope this video helped you. Please don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment down below. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace.